Good morning, this is Dominic with TheBackVlog, and this is another coffee ASMR video in which I will discuss the most recent Oscars, or On Cinema Oscar special, the 12th annual On Cinema Oscar special. Last weekend I finally got the Oscar fever and I checked out the Oscar special, and I really liked it for the most part. I thought the ending, like last year's Oscar special, was a little bit forced. I don't know, because I'm remembering some of my favorite endings in previous years, and I just feel like they haven't been hitting the mark. No pun, well, I guess pun intended. I don't know. They haven't really hit mark in a little while. They kind of put them through other stuff, but I don't think they've really hit them anymore. Yeah, they've just been kind of I don't know. I just haven't been a fan of the finales, but the journeys leading up to it are definitely worth it. First of all, I would like to say I thought the movie house was a welcome addition to the On Cinema family, and it's sad to see it go so soon. Tim is... he really just gets worse and worse as the years go by. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure Tim, on top of all of the other people he's abused throughout his life, is now abusing his partner. There's some really toxic relationships going on there. Greg still doesn't care about anybody, only the films. I think Tim's character is really interesting because, obviously he's a psychotic, abusive madman, but I think his name is Eric Roberts. But Eric Roberts comes along, and he's the only person who's ever been legitimate about actually liking Tim and his work. And because Tim's not used to it, he's not used to legitimate praise, he's self-sabotaging, and he's no, you're full of shit, you're making fun of me. And Eric Roberts is I'm really not. I'm not. I really think this is brilliant. And I think Jeremy Roberts, I think his name is. I hope that's. I really don't remember these people's names. But I think his headbutting with Greg Turkington is great because throughout the series you have several instances where people are calling Greg out on his lack of expertise, and Greg just won't have it. He is so trapped in his little stupid bubble that he will not listen to reason. He has argued with industry professionals in the past, and he just won't accept fact. If he's right, he's right, and when he's wrong, he's right. And there's no other way around it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the major events that happened in this. I mean, I know there's the final conclusion, which I want to talk about. But before I talk about the final conclusion, I want to let me get this water in this carafe real quick, and let me think about what else kind of happened. There's the potential elderly abuse of Tim. What is it? Financially taking advantage of Giamotto. I really don't know how much money Giamotto has now. I don't think he owns his company anymore. So what Tim's angle is in trying to keep Giamotto around is still beyond me. I know Joey Patricelli is you guys gotta back off a little bit. It seems like he and Kaylee Amato took over the Amato group, I believe. So I mean, that's still an interesting thing that needs to be addressed. There is I guess the official death of the Chaplin's Chili brand. You know, we're sad to see Chaplin's Chili go also. It really is a sad day for Oscar fans and movie buffs. The death of Chaplin's Chili. Now let's talk about the final conclusion, which is Tim's film, VHS production. That's VFA High Network Studios, I think. The final conclusion is just packed with in-joke upon in-joke, and there are so many layers of lore that you need to fully appreciate. And I still don't think we got to the bottom of who killed Matt Newman. It really does look like Tim in that footage, but I'm not sure, like, if they would go that far. Like, I don't know why they wouldn't go that far. But, you know, Tim already went on trial once, and I'm curious to see, like, what they would do a second time if he were to commit first-degree murder rather than manslaughter. I mean, I guess the other ones were first-degree murder too. I'm not caught up on my legal lingo. But yeah, the final conclusion is just an obliteration of several relationships. He threw Greg into the mud again by completely getting rid of, or like scrapping Zombie 2 too. He opened up old wounds in Tony by making the death of her son the core event of this. You know, since nobody was given the script pages and Tim wasn't like letting anybody in on what he was doing. Once everybody saw the final cut, Joe Estevez officially finally walked down on Tim. He was like, "You gotta help yourself, man. I don't want to be around you anymore." The fact that Joe Estevez is now putting his foot down and walking away from Tim is big, because Joe Estevez is like, upon all of the evil things that Tim Heidecker has ever done, Joe Estevez has been complacent. Not that he doesn't disagree or even like the things that Tim does. He acknowledges the things Tim does are wrong morally. But he never gets the backbone to just walk away and rescind that relationship. And this finally was the thing that did it. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next season, because Tim has nobody now. Greg will always keep coming back, because as long as Tim continues to have a platform for Greg to spew bullshit, Greg will always come back. According to the High Network article, Tim is okay. But who knows how these injuries are going to affect him. Who knows how these injuries are going to affect Mark. Mark was at ground zero. He's been through so much. I feel so bad for Mark. Mark needs to walk away too. Honestly, his brain is so damaged that I don't think he knows the extent of the abuse that he's put through. You know, it's been almost 10 years since the trial of Tim Heidecker. But I think we're due for another one soon, because he just keeps committing crimes. And Greg, frankly, keeps committing crimes. We need a trial of Greg Turkington. They both need to be put on trial. We need a double event. And I will be waiting very patiently for that. And I will also be waiting very patiently for the next season of On Cinema. Who knows where it's going, because the movie house is not a thing anymore. They don't have a studio anymore. I don't know what's gonna happen next. You can never tell. It's the gift that keeps on taking on cinema. Is have a good rest of your morning, or whatever time this video will be uploaded at, on whatever day it will be uploaded at. I believe it's April 12th right now, and it probably won't be uploaded until at least a week from now. So, have a wonderful day. Robin, do you have anything you would like to say? Do you have anything you would like to say? Do you have anything you would like to say at all? She is giving me kisses. Oh, Robin says bye-bye.